Hey everyone, so in a previous video where we were setting up our level management, there are a couple issues that I just found by creating some of our future videos in this series, where during our level transitions or our scene transitions, the game would be crashing, where there'd be some funky behavior where we would queue our player free, or there was just issues with how we were handling our transition. So now we're going to expand on our current functionality, but we're going to make sure that we're doing a proper level cleanup and a proper level teardown. So let's get right into it. We need to go to our player script, and we're going to add a couple of things here. The first is going to be the level setup method, where we take in a parent, and it's of node 2D. It's not going to return anything, and all it's going to do is if player.getParent, player.getParent, and then we remove the child, the player, and then parent.addChild. And we also need our level cleanup, which is not going to return anything either, but it is going to get a parent as well. That's of type node 2D, and we are just going to remove the child of the player. So where this is actually going to be happening is going to be in our level script, but quickly just to explain what's going on here is if our player is existing in a level, we're going to remove it, and then we add a player to the new level. So that's on the level setup, and on cleanup, we're just removing the player from the old level. So now we need to head into our level script, and this is the problem area right here, this add child bit. What we're going to do instead is we're going to tap into our player manager, and we're going to do level setup and pass in our self. So our self, we're going to pass in a level to this level setup, and we are also going to need to go connect to our level load started signal. Sorry, this is going to be inside of our level manager. Level load started. And we're going to connect to what we're going to call level cleanup. We'll make this function down here, and we're just going to do player manager level cleanup. That's in our self, and then we queue free. So what these two new lines are going to be doing is we're going to put our player in this level. When a level's starting, we clean up the old one, and we also do some cleanup. So we're doing this cleanup before we switch levels. The other thing that we're going to want to do in order to make this work, which I realized we didn't explicitly do in previous levels, is we do need to go ahead and in our levels, we need to delete our player and player bullets because those are no longer going to be added here. And we are going to want to have a player spawn in each of our levels. So what I'm actually going to do first is we're going to go to our test scene and right click on player spawn. We're going to save this branch as a scene. We'll save it into our player folder. I'm actually going to just delete this one right now just so there's no issues. We're going to go into our player spawn. It has the transform from when we made it where you can just reset that. And we're going to go back to our test scene. Let's drag this in. And all we have to do, what we want to do, is access as unique name. That's going to be important for references that we make inside of our level script. And then in level 1, we can do the same thing. Access as unique name. And then in level 2, we can delete our player and player bullets, and then also add another player spawn. And access it as unique. Okay. So now in order to test that this is all smooth, I'm actually going to bring my player spawn and put it right in front of this other one. Let's play this scene. Now that you can see that this is working properly. So you should no longer be getting errors if you were getting errors. If you're still getting errors, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to help you out.